Forget the script. Yoo Yeon-seok reveals his true feelings for Chae Soo-bin. It's love. Is it possible for real love to bloom behind the camera? When Yoo Yeon-seok stepped forward with a shocking confession about his co-star Chae Soo-bin, fans were left speechless. Was it just on-screen magic, or something far deeper? Let's dive into the truth behind the headlines with red carpet revealed. When casting for the highly anticipated K-drama Romance in the Frame began, all eyes were on the director's choice for leads. The storyline promised a poignant, artistic love story set in the bustling heart of Seoul's art district, but no one anticipated just how closely fiction would mirror real life. The casting of Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin seemed inspired. On paper, they made sense, both talented, both respected, both beloved. But what unfolded on and off screen would become one of the most captivating stories in recent Korean entertainment memory. From the very first table read, something felt different. Crew members would later recall an electricity in the room, a sense that something more than dialogue was being exchanged. It was like watching two people who already knew each other, who already had a history, said one assistant director. We were mesmerized. Their characters in Romance in the Frame were meant to fall in love slowly, hesitantly, like brush strokes building into a masterpiece. But from the first scenes, their interactions carried an intimacy that felt unshakably real. Director Yoon Hye-yeon-woo, known for his nuanced high and quiet authority, said in an interview, "Sometimes I forgot to call cut. I just wanted to see where their silence would go." As filming progressed, fans began to notice. Social media lit up with theories. Was Yeon-seok's gaze lingering too long? Was Soo-bin's smile too shy when she looked at him? On TikTok and YouTube, supercuts of their most romantic moments drew millions of views. One fan captioned a montage, "They're not acting, they're remembering." What made it all the more fascinating was how private both stars had been in the past. Yeon-seok, while warm and gracious in interviews, had never been one to court headlines about his personal life. Chae Soo-bin, known for her elegance and thoughtfulness, had similarly kept her private world guarded. But this time, the lines were blurring, and the world was watching. Then came the moment that shifted everything. In a surprise appearance on the variety talk show Heart to Heart, Yeon-seok was asked a routine question about how he prepared for romantic roles. His answer began simply, "Practiced poise." But then something shifted. He paused, smiled, and said, "It wasn't just acting." Somewhere during filming, "I realized I wasn't pretending anymore. I really do love her." The studio fell silent. The host, Park Ji-yoon, blinked in disbelief. The audience gasped. Just like that, the confession was out. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't coordinated with his agency. It was raw, vulnerable, and very, very real. Within minutes, clips of the moment exploded online. #YouSoo-love, #not just acting, and #Yeon-seok confession began trending across Korea and internationally. Later, Soo-bin appeared on the same show. All eyes were on her response. True to form, she was measured, thoughtful. "Yeon-seok is someone who sees people deeply," she said. "And I respect and admire him very much." It wasn't a confirmation, but it wasn't a denial either. And the smile that tugged at her lips told a story more powerful than words. Part 1 of this story isn't just about a confession. About a build-up of quiet, beautiful moments that made a real-life love story feel inevitable. From long nights on set to stolen glances between takes, from script readings to unscripted silences, Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin were, perhaps, not acting at all. Next part, we explore what came after, the media frenzy, the fan theories, the professional choices they faced, and how their bond continued to evolve under the spotlight of an industry that rarely allows love to simply be love. Yoo Yeon-seok's confession sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. But after the applause faded and the cameras stopped rolling, the test began. Could a love story born on set survive under the relentless spotlight of fame, expectation, and public scrutiny? In the days following the Heart to Heart episode, news outlets scrambled for official statements. Neither of their agencies released immediate comments, only fueling speculation. Entertainment reporters camped outside agency buildings, fans flooded social media with theories and sightings, and tabloid headlines screamed, "K-drama love turned real." Meanwhile, the couple remained silent. Silence didn't mean inactivity. Fans on Instagram began comparing photos, noting similarities in scenery and timing. Did that sunset photo from Yoo Yeon-seok match the one Soo-bin posted a week later? Were they at the same restaurant? The same dog appeared in both their stories, leading to even more online sleuthing. Fans, increasingly confident in their belief, dubbed them the modern-day K-drama royal couple. Brands saw an opportunity. Luxury jewelry brand reached out for a joint campaign. While only Soo-bin officially participated, fans noted Yoo Yeon-seok's presence behind the scenes in several candid photos. The campaign went viral overnight. A few weeks later, Romance in the Frame was officially renewed for a second season. The announcement poster, a silhouette of the couple under a rainy Seoul street lamp, was a direct callback to the scene Yoo Yeon-seok referenced in his confession. The production team admitted to rewriting parts of the story to better reflect the evolving emotional depth of their leads. "We wanted the audience to feel the difference," said writer Chae Soo-bin, "because this time, not just about acting. It's about truth." The show's ratings soared. Viewers tuned in not just for the narrative, but glimpses of real affection peeking through fictional lines. Every stolen glance, lingering pause, became a moment of truth that audiences cherished. Not all feedback was positive. Industry veterans questioned whether their personal relationship would overshadow their careers. Critics asked whether Yoo Yeon-seok's confession was calculated. Some even speculated the romance was a marketing ploy. Both actors responded with dignity. In an interview with Marie Claire Korea, Soo-bin said, "We are both professionals. We understand what people expect, but we also protect what matters to us." Yoo Yeon-seok echoed that sentiment in Esquire, noting, "Whatever began between us, it wasn't for show. We never planned any of this. But when something real happens, you don't hide from it. You honor it." Their bond, under this spotlight, did not fade. If anything, it became more grounded. Behind the scenes, staff described a couple who supported each other fully. Whether sharing coffee on set or quietly waiting for the other to finish a shoot day, their connection was real, warm, and respectful. One crew member said, "They didn't flaunt it, but we could feel it." There was something very gentle about the way they looked at each other. As the second season aired, fans noted subtle changes. The performances felt even more heartfelt. There was a new layer of authenticity, a richness to their interactions that couldn't be faked. Final episode of season 2 broke viewership records, and the behind-the-scenes special, released shortly after, became one of the most streamed K-drama specials in history. It featured candid footage, the leads laughing over mislines, sitting quietly during breaks, and a touching moment where Yoo Yeon-seok hands Soo-bin a note before their final scene. She read it, smiled, and tucked it into her coat. The camera didn't catch the words, but it didn't need to. In a final interview for the special, Soo-bin said, "We don't know what tomorrow brings, but today, we're thankful." Their story, still unfolding, stands as a reminder that sometimes love finds its way through unexpected paths. In a world ruled by schedules, scripts, and spotlights, Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin discovered something both rare and real, and they let us believe in it.